Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. It's going to be a Celtic cross reading. But to start out, I'm going to pull an oracle from the True Love Oracle by Belinda Grace. Sorry, I just ran up and down the stairs, and apparently I should have given myself another minute before diving into record. Okay, explanations are in order for my reaction. That sound, if you heard it, we're in the middle of a snowstorm. Snow crashes off of the peaks of the house, and then we get that these huge kind of terrifying crashes. My reaction is today I'm doing fire sign readings. I started with Leo. They got inner peace. Then I moved on to Aries. They got inner peace. Now you Sagittarius are also getting inner peace. I shuffled this in between readings, and then of course the shuffle that you just saw me do with the deck cut, and we're getting inner peace again. To be fair, the readings were quite different, and I'm sure yours will be as well. But Leo's started out, and as I told them, it was a real mind fork. And I'm still kind of reeling from that chaos. But it's a great card, actually. I'm surprised I can't just read what I saw from my memory. Okay, inner peace. Know that you are unique and valuable. Be yourself and attract the love specially created for you. There are few things more challenging to your self-esteem than living without that special someone in your life or being in an unhappy relationship. Many people wonder, what's wrong with me? Of course, the truth is that there is nothing wrong, although it can certainly feel that way. Another common unhealthy attitude is that other people or the opposite sex are in the wrong. Neither of these ideas is helpful. Even if the love of your life came sweeping into your world today, he or she would not be able to alter your sense of self completely. Now is the time to take a clear look at yourself through loving, empowering eyes. Sit with your journal and write down everything you have accomplished in your life. Write down what you and other people like about you. Write down everything you are good at and everything you have to offer in a relationship. This simple exercise will help you understand that you are and always have been enough. So, yeah, you can see over the top of the picture, I don't know if you can see, but it says enough. And she's writing in a journal that says, I am enough. She's got her little glass of water and her sandwich. She's making sure that she's fed and hydrated, taking care of physical self-care, emotional self-care, spiritual self-care. Very well-rounded person, knowing that she can handle whatever the world gives her if she has found her center. So beautiful card. Just a little weird that it came up for the third time. I guess self-worth is going to be a big theme with fire signs in the month of March. Pisces season, water signs, emotions, love, self-love, self-worth. Okay, let's get a Celtic cross reading for Sagittarius. Celtic cross for Sagittarius. Your current situation is the Two of Wands, so actively planning for something, waiting. Maybe you're planning to travel, choosing between two or more paths. Interesting, this fairy in the background has the castle, but she's not looking towards the castle. She's looking away into the distance that we can't see. And this castle kind of reminds me of the Ten of Pentacles for some reason. I feel like in some deck there's imagery that looks like that castle. So maybe you had some kind of legacy in mind. Maybe you're the type of person, Sagittarius, who has a 5, 10, 15-year plan. You know what you want to do with your life, but something has caught your eye that's not on that path. And it's caught your eye enough that it's showing up here in this reading. In the challenge position, we have the Page of Swords. Very intellectual, very vigilant, not afraid to speak up. Certainly can see the Page of Swords. I think I've never noticed this on this card. This Page of Swords is chasing after a little butterfly. He's got a feather in his cap and he's chasing after a butterfly, and his sword is kind of off to the side. It's like a Page of Swords has forgotten he's a Page of Swords. Okay, well, we are going to clarify, but that is interesting. Influencing energy is the 5 of Coins. So 5 of Coins obviously being left out in the cold. I'm just thinking about how I got that 10 of Pentacles energy off of the current situation as a path divergence. 5 plus 5 is 10. 5 of Pentacles. Maybe this 10 of Pentacles that we see as one possibility on this card is, it does have to do with family and foundation and relationships. And choosing this new path, you know that it means leaving behind people, places, and things that you deeply love and care for. And that's part of why you're still in this waiting energy, because you're not ready to let go yet. And maybe even people around you are telling you, like, have you forgotten that you're a Page of Swords? What are you doing chasing after the butterfly? Like with the feather in his cap, I get the energy of a mom whose kid rebels and is like, I knew letting you play that video game would lead you down the road of debauchery. It's like this Page of Swords is kind of giving me the energy of like, oh, I knew we shouldn't have let you put that feather in your cap. You're a Page of Swords, god damn it. So like a frustration, not from you, but from people around you. With this 5 of Swords, I do worry that you're going to let somebody else's wishes and desires color your decision. They certainly want it to. But at the bottom of the deck, we do have Judgment, Rebirth, Renewal. So it's thus far with 3 cards and a bottom card, I do get the feeling that you are going to take the path less trod. In your relevant past is the Chariot, taking action, balancing your head and your heart, forward movement, motivation. Again, I think towards this shared 10 of Pentacles vision. You are very dedicated to that vision. I'm seeing the consequences, but I'm not seeing what the other choice is. Exiting energy is 5 of Swords. Conflict can also be self-sabotage. I think the self-sabotage is what I'm understanding is that you've made the choice, but you've not acted on it, and not acting on it because of potential conflict is also a form of self-sabotage that's on the way out. And the immediate future is the Devil. I kind of love the Devil card, I'm not gonna lie. It's just so much passion, sexuality, and divine darkness. That being said, not everyone feels the same way about the Devil, and the Devil can also represent codependency, toxicity, and addiction. You might, making this choice that is so divergent from the life that you've led before might make you feel a little bit devilish. But when you look at this card, there are the two people, typically from the Lover's deck, that they are tied up and in chains, but the Devil is flying free, and he looks pretty happy. This could be a relationship with somebody that's really different than you, and so your inner circle of family and or friends doesn't understand it. Differences in cultures and age, differences that other people notice. Okay, your strengths. 3 of Wands. So you're telling me that your foresight is your strength. Yeah, you've made your choice, and you're saying that's your strength, but you're still waiting. But you're telling me that the reason that you're waiting is because you're telling me it's not self-sabotage. You're telling me that you are looking at the obstacles that are in your way, and you're taking the reason that you're waiting is because you're planning, which that is what the 2 of Wands is about, planning. In your environment, Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords is a feminine, and she looks like she is ready to do battle, ready to take action. I still am not sure if this other choice is a person or a different career path or a different location. I'm kind of thinking that it is a career path, like maybe your family has always done the same thing. Your family's been doctors for generations, and you're wanting to break free of it. But it's making you feel very isolated, yet at the same time, even though you're feeling isolated, you're ready to take action because you've put the thought into it. My question is, like, when are you going to take that action? In your hopes and fears, 8 of Cups is walking away. And again, we have the Castle showing up again. That, like, 10 of Pentacles castle is walking away the right choice. Am I walking towards my wish fulfillment, or am I abandoning my 10 of Pentacles? You've made your choice, but you've not acted on it, and I think this fear is going to remain, because without action, we can imagine all the consequences possible, but we're not going to know. I mean, we can imagine infinite possibilities. When nothing is sure, everything is possible. That can be good, that can be bad. Literally everything is possible until you take action. Your likely outcome is the Emperor. Stability, but it's also about responsibility. But it's also about individuation and stability. So whatever choice you make, I feel like you are going to make it body, mind, and soul. That's why you're waiting. And once you commit to a path, that's going to be it. At the bottom of the deck, of course, I already mentioned judgment, rebirth, renewal, which does lead me to believe that you are going to leave behind tradition and choose something new. But let's get in and clarify. Why is the Two of Wands here for Sagittarius? Tell me about the Two of Wands for Sagittarius. We get Two of Wands clarified by Two of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune. So you understand that the wheel has turned. What was once your Ten of Pentacles is no longer, and you understand that, you're aware of that, and you are planning for it. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles, you're moving slowly. So maybe it's not waiting so much as slow movement, so slow that it might feel paused. And with the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Time can feel very chaotic, and when you're not sure, it makes sense to slow down. One of my favorite quotes is, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords here for Sagittarius, please? We get Ace of Wands, passionate potential, and the Magician. Passionate potential that you manifested. We have the Four of Cups at the bottom. I think the people around you think that this is just a phase, like you're daydreaming. And eventually you're going to remember who you are. But you manifested, knowingly or not, this new opportunity. You chose this before you even knew you chose it. Maybe you subconsciously chose it before you consciously chose it. Influencing energy is the Five of Coins. You manifested it, but perhaps you didn't foresee the consequences. You manifested it, but maybe you didn't know it would mean sacrificing your Ten of Pentacles and people and things that went along with it. Oftentimes we think we understand the cost of something, but we don't. We get the Six of Cups and the High Priestess. And then the Devil influencing. So now we have the Devil twice. I think I just wanted to start singing the Jaws theme song. So even though you're feeling isolated, you are relying on your intuition to help you make this decision. And I think that you have guides in the 5D world, spirit guides, angel guides, ancestors, who are also helping you make this choice. I say that because Six of Cups can represent love, but I don't really see any love on the table, like a 3D romantic partner. So I'm reading this as other kinds of connections. You're very protected as you make this choice. So I hope that brings you comfort, even as you feel isolated and alone and left out in the cold. You are protected and you have guides watching out for you. And you intuitively, on some level, even if you don't think of yourself as intuitive, you know that. Maybe sometimes you see butterflies and you are like, oh, that's grandma watching over me. Or you see signs of past people. And then the devil as the influencing energy, I kind of think that you were so enmeshed in your previous life that you needed something intoxicating, like even just energetically or emotionally intoxicating, to pull you away from the old into the new. It'll be interesting to see if the Tower shows up, because that can also force change. But instead of the Tower, we have something really seductive, calling you onto a path that on the surface seems toxic, but in reality is full of passionate potential. Tell me about the Chariot. Why is the Chariot here in Sagittarius relevant past? Why is the Chariot here? Eight of Wands and Knight of Wands. This new opportunity presented itself very quickly, even though you are slow to take action. I think interiorly, inside, intuitively, you knew very quickly that things were about to change. And I think the Knight of Wands here is saying the same thing. The Knight of Wands can be about passion. And like I said, it's something very seductive came in, apparently very quickly, and stopped your forward movement and made you reevaluate. At the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe it is a love connection. Beneath that we have the Fool, new beginnings. I haven't seen the whole movie, but what's coming to mind is, I think it's called After Midnight, as Ethan Hawke in it, and he meets someone on the train who changes his life and his perspective, and then they, go their separate ways. But have changed each other's lives forever. Or like that James Blunt song, You're Beautiful. He saw someone on the train who inspired him so much. Or even the song Hey There Delilah, apparently that was like another song, like this beautiful love song that he saw someone passing, I think on the train, and that was by the Plain White T's, who I love the Plain White T's, but I think if you were going to call them a one-hit wonder, I think most people only know that song, Hey There Delilah. Arguably that song, that chance encounter changed the trajectory of that band. Even though, as far as I know, they never ended up together. Okay, did I shuffle? I did shuffle, and I cut, and we have Ace of Cups at the bottom again. And we have the Lovers and the exiting energy, and Six of Pentacles in the exiting energy. Because this is in the exiting energy, I'm feeling like I'm still on track. Somebody flew in, made you reevaluate everything, and then left. And they might have left, but you are changed forever. We have the Six of Pentacles, equal give and take. You're no longer willing to give to what you once gave to, because you have a new perspective on what love is, what life is, and what is possible for you. Not only what's possible for you, but what you want for yourself. Maybe you were always a Page of Swords, but you no longer want to be defined by that. Why is the Devil here in Sagittarius's immediate future? Why is the Devil here? I don't know, maybe that lover is going to come back, but if they do, it's unexpected. I get that you made peace with the idea that you might never have a romantic relationship with them, but you're not going to go back to how your life was before either. We get Four of Swords and Death, transformation, and then the World at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, a cycle has ended. This encounter, however brief it was, changed you, and you embraced the transformation. The Lovers is a choice, and you chose to be transformed. Transformation is tiring, so you need to rest, reintegrate, recuperate. And I think that maybe you're surprised, like you're embracing this energy, you're allowing the transformation, and maybe you too thought that it was a phase, but it's sticking around. I think you are also surprised that this change of self is permanent. A cycle has ended. The Wheel of Fortune spun, or is spinning. A cycle ended, and the Wheel of Fortune is still spinning. And I do think that you are trying to plan where the wheel stops next for you. Using that, your manifesting energy, like to some extent, I think we do have some control over the Wheel of Fortune, and you are trying to exercise what control that you can. Why is the Three of Wands here? can't forget that we had that inner peace card to start off. So journaling, I think, is always helpful and important. I feel like my voice is very shaky too, like a little unsure, finding your metaphorical legs. Strength is the Chariot. So the relevant past, even though you paused, you're ready to change the direction of your chariot and continue forward. And the Hermit and the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So your strength is your ability to name what you want, going deep within yourself to actually name what it is that you want, and then to move towards it. And to be honest with yourself. That's a big deal. Self-honesty. In your environment is the Knight of Swords. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Why is the Knight of Swords here for Sagittarius? When the Wheel of Fortune is spinning, that's when it's most important to have inner peace, so that you're not so affected by the chaos around you because you have found center. The Knight of Swords is clarified by the 7 of Cups and the Page of Wands with 10 of Coins at the bottom of the deck. So I had that this influence on the current situation, what you're leaving behind, in your hopes and fears, afraid of leaving it behind. Afraid of leaving it behind, meaning that you've not yet left it behind, which is why it's the underlying energy of your environment. I'm not sure if this is all coming from you or if this is coming from the people around you. The people around you that want you to go back to how you've always been. Maybe they're telling you that you've got rose-colored glasses on, that you're being an idealist, that you're being too free-spirited. Maybe you're telling yourself that. But we have the Knight of Swords here who's willing to take action on what he believes is his truth. In this deck, it's a female knight, her truth. Don't read for genders. This might be why you've not taken action yet, because the environment is a little mixed up. It might even be that you, or again, somebody in your energy around you is saying, like, why are you choosing between the 10 of Pentacles and the Devil? Like, and now they're playing the devil's advocate, like, why not this? And why not this? And why not this? And trying really hard to confuse you so that you choose your old 10 of Pentacles. Like, just sowing confusion. Forcing you to cut to the truth again and again and again. In your hopes and fears is the 8 of Cups. Why is the 8 of Cups here? we get 9 of Wands, 5 of Swords, and then 3 of Pentacles. You know that you can be resilient if you need to. You can work as hard as you need to. That's not in question. Are you going to find people to help you out? Are you going to be isolated forever? Underneath this one, the 3 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles is showing up. Are you really going to walk away from everything that you ever knew? Is that the smart thing to do? So in some ways, even though you've made your decision, this sowing confusion is working. And it's showing up in your hopes and your fears. And I think that's why for you, we have the inner peace card. Because all of this that's in your hopes and your fears, and even all of this that's in your environment, if we were to look at it visually, it would be all of this crap on the Wheel of Fortune, everything around it. And in the center is your truth. The outcome is the Emperor. Tell me about the Emperor. So in the end, you do find stability. I'm drawn on this card to the mountain here, which looks a lot like the mountain on in this deck of the 3 of Pentacles. So you do find people to collaborate with and help you build this stability that you're aiming for. We get the Star and the Queen of Pentacles. So another card of cultivating stability. And the Ace of Swords, following your truth. Following your truth. Following your truth leads to your star and leads to stability. Not following your truth gives you the 8 of Swords. Paralysis. So that, you know, if you don't follow your truth, if you don't find center, you'll be stuck in paralysis. Get 3 cards and a bottom card. Advice from the universe, please. Can I get some advice for Sagittarius? I mean, from this reading so far, I would say follow your star, follow your truth. Put it into words. What is your star? What is your truth? Do you know what that is to you? Or is it just a vague feeling? Actually defining it, actually putting it into words will make it more likely to come true. What do you want? Isn't that from the Notebook? What do you want? Okay, Wheel of Fortune. King of Cups. Temperance. And 5 of Swords. So to me, in this spread, the 5 of Swords is the chaos of the wheel spinning, competitiveness, disagreements, conflict, everything that happens when things are unsure and we're trying to find stability. Make sure that when you are finding stability, you're also finding emotional stability, that what the choices that you make, the roads that you choose, feel balanced, not just emotionally, but then we have, basically I think this is saying, like, make sure that your head and your heart are in agreement. Check in. What wisdom does your body have? Because the Five of Swords is a very exterior energy. The Wheel of Fortune can be a very exterior energy. With all of this outer chaos, find your inner peace, your inner balance, your inner emotional maturity. Okay. One last card, an oracle card from the Woodland Warden deck. Something to reflect on from the reading. Can I get one last card, one final card for Sagittarius? I will say everyone so far has gotten a different Woodland Warden's card, even though all the fire signs got the same True Love card. Very interesting. The Hare and Oak, new opportunities. That feels so very fitting. So very fitting. Okay. Hares are often symbols of fertility and love. Associated with the Celtic goddess Easter, they represent springtime, a season of birth and abundance. A variety of ancient cultures have linked the oak tree with bravery and vitality. In ancient Greece, the oak was revered as the tree sacred to Zeus. In Norse mythology, it represented the tree of life, and in ancient Celtic and Druidic cultures, the oak was associated with the god Dagda. A celebration of good fortune is in order. If you have been in a caregiving role, this is a reminder that your sacrifices will be repaid. That's interesting. 2 questions. If these resonate with you, I'd love to hear your answer to one or both in the comments. Number 1, what can I celebrate today? And number 2, what exciting opportunities should I follow up on? And I think you know the answer to that one based on this reading. Sagittarius, I hope that was helpful. If not, please check out your other signs. I'll see you next time.